The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken short.
Let's go, baby! Let's go! They're on 31-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not.
Ready? We're going to work.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It's a room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 69 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
93, 52,
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
5-6, 5-6.
Alert 3. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Heavy. It's hot.
To throw again, Dalton. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
368. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing, Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Murray.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Hey, alert! King!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, 28 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A run for Nick Chubb. fighting through, and he's got space. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 47 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now Chubb running right. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, I-7.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Going deep downfield for Rupp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 83 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out.
Hurry!
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Green brings it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 18-yard line.
Do draw quarters. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
44, 44.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
368. Five, six. Small.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
368.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
5, 6.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And Bullock will put this one through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here you go, Cam. Hey, exit.
Dalton now to pass. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's good for Bengals. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how mmany guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On the ground, it's Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
Alpha. Pilot, 64. Green. 65. No. Check.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Check. Hot route. Hot. 6-6. Pull it high. There you go. 3-3-68. Stop.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's got Green. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Andy Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Dalton here from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
44. There you go.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Team 6.
And it'll be Dalton again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, Orbit. Play. Over here. Heads up.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They rush coming, and he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Got some room at the 30. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 81 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Hey, Zoo.
From the 27, Dalton. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
44.
On first down, Dalton. Finding Green complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Check 25. Yeah, 5-6. Protein spill. Check. Regular. Switch.
Now Joe Mixon, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
80 weapons. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 2 by 2. Move. He's coming. Double up. Hey, wahoo. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I got you. Pump. Hey, up.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Give him 6 yards in the first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They run again on first down. Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final minute as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Hey, Haywood. Watch the check 3, check 3. Ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on fourth down. They'll try on fourth. Here's Dalton. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game.
Set, 20. You want this?
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.